Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I put together this delicious Caribbean style lunch or dinner perfect for Father's Day. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so let's start by preparing our sides first. Today I'll be making a sweet potato salad. Here I've added some salt to my sweet potatoes and I let it boil until it's nice and tender. Please avoid using that orange sweet potatoes. It will not taste the same. Now let's prepare the dressing using some mayonnaise, ranch, and some mustard. I will also add some seasoning, which are black pepper, salt, sugar, and complete seasoning. Mix everything well to combine and set aside. Once the potatoes are nice and tender, you want to drain, allow it to cool a bit. Then I will follow up with some mixed vegetables and some scallion. We will add the dressing, give it a good mix, make sure everything is well incorporated. And that's it. Quick, easy, and simple. Now you want to cover this and place it in the fridge until we are ready to serve later. Next up, we'll be doing some split peas, meatless cookup rice. So here I have my split peas in some water and we will boil this until it's nice and tender but firm to the touch. Then we will add some fresh herbs and aromatics. I have garlic, ginger, onions, bell peppers, some scallion, basil, parsley, and some thyme. We will add this to the pot, give it a stir and allow to go for about 3 to 4 minutes. Next, we'll follow up with some parboiled rice. I went ahead and washed it thoroughly. We will add that in, give it a stir and allow to go for about 2 minutes or so. Next, we'll come in with our split peas. You want to leave the liquid in there because it will help with the boiling process. We will also add some coconut milk here, then follow up with some seasoning. You can taste and adjust the seasoning to suit your own preference. I will also add a tad bit of sugar here. It's completely optional. And then I will add some hot riri peppers, cover and allow this to simmer on medium-low heat until the rice is nice and tender. And don't you worry, I will leave all the ingredients I use and the measurements down in my description box. If I'm going too fast, it's because when you're cooking an entire dinner on camera, it's very time consuming and it takes up a lot of time. So to, just make things super short, I am not showing the ingredients beforehand, but I will leave it, like I said, in the description box. So once your rice is nice and tender, this is basically how it will look. The last thing I will add here is a handful of spinach. You can add as much or as little as you like, or just omit if you don't want to add spinach here. It's no big deal. We will just give that a stir, and that's basically it, guys. Our cook-up rice is all done. It's absolutely delicious. And now let's move on to our next dish. So today I'll be doing like a simple slaw for my vegetables with some purple and green cabbage, some carrots, bell peppers, and some scallions. I will add my favorite dressing to this, which is a Thai ginger dressing, and I will serve it up and enjoy. I will not be doing any mayonnaise or any of that stuff, but if you want to do the mayo, and just feel free, go ahead and enjoy yours the way you like. Today I'll be doing some sweet and sour chicken. So here I have some leg quarters already washed, and I'll be using some pineapple juice, some fresh green seasoning. I have some Chinese sauce, and for the dry seasoning I have sazon, chicken bouillon, complete seasoning, seasoned salt, paprika, some black pepper. Now what I did was combine all of my seasonings, and I made like a marinade, and I just coated my chicken with that marinade. Like I said, I just went ahead, added the marinade to the chicken, make sure that they were nicely coated. Then when I was done, I placed this in a Ziploc bag and allow it to sit overnight. Do not rush the process. Like I said, you will get the best results if you allow this to marinate for hours and hours. If you don't have time to do overnight, you can do 6 or 8 hours. Now let's prepare the sauce. Using some garlic and ginger, we'll allow these to go for about 2 to 3 minutes or so. Next, we'll add some chili paste or gochujang, and we will allow that to go for about a minute or two. Here, I will add some pineapple juice, some pineapple chunks. I will go in with some brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you like. I will add some soy sauce, vinegar, and some ketchup. We will give everything a stir and allow this to come up to a simmer. Once it starts to simmer, we will add a cornstarch slurry to thicken it up. Once it thickens, that's basically it, guys. Your sweet and sour pineapple sauce is all done. Now let's move on to the next step. Here to a large baking dish, I will add some of the sauce down at the bottom because we will not be flipping the chicken. I will also add all of the pineapple chunks here so they can cook along with that chicken and create immaculate flavor. Once the sauce is added, go in with your chicken over top. And what we will do, once we place all the chicken in here, you want to go into that bag with the marinade and just add a little bit over top. We're not pouring all of it because this chicken will produce a lot of moisture, and you don't want to, add too much moisture to the dish because we have the sauce and all that stuff. So you just want to add a little of the marinade, like the spots on the chicken that look like they are pale. You want to add the marinade right there. Then we will cover this, place it in a 400-degree oven and allow it to go for about 45 minutes. After about 45 minutes, this is how the chicken is looking. It smells so good, guys. But here, you want to now baste it with the extra sauce that was left. So you want to baste them really well and place it back into the oven for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we will pull it out and baste it for a second time and allow it to go for an additional 20 minutes. So I allowed this to go for about an hour and 30 minutes in total. And here you have it. The sweet and sour chicken is all done. We will garnish with some fresh parsley and set this aside. Now let's prepare some fried fish. Today my fish of choice is sea bass, but you can use any fish for this recipe. Here for the seasoning, I'll be using some Old Bay fish seasoning, paprika, garlic and onion powder, and some black pepper. I will also add 1 egg just to bind my breading together, and I will use 1 tablespoon of fresh green seasoning. We will mix these ingredients well to combine, make sure the fish is coated well, and then we will set it aside while we prepare our breading. Now this fish is very soft and thin, so it doesn't take a long time to marinate. If you actually marinate it too long, it will become salty unless you don't add any salt or seasoning to it. But it doesn't take a long time, 5 minutes, and it's very well seasoned. So once we're done, we'll prepare the breading and start the frying process immediately. So for the breading, I have some cornmeal, some all-purpose flour, cornstarch. I added some fish seasoning, Old Bay, and black pepper. Very simple. You don't want to over season your breading because the fish is very well seasoned and you don't want to make it salty. So we will mix this to combine and set aside. So before we fry the fish, I will fry some ripe plantains because I will use the same oil, but I don't like to reuse fish oil. So we'll fry the plantains first, then we'll fry the fish next. So here I'm adding my plantains. Once they are nice and golden brown on one side, we'll flip them over, allow them to cook evenly on the other side. Once they're done, remove, set aside, and we'll proceed to frying our fish. Here I will start adding my fish fillets. I already coat them in that breading, and we will add them in a little at a time. You don't want to overcrowd your skillet, so I'll add 3 pieces at a time, and then I'll add the other 3 pieces. And yeah, once they're nice and golden brown on one side, you guys know the process. We will flip them over, allow them to go nice and golden brown on the other side. Now if you like your fish fried really hard, you can allow this to go as long as ever because the fish is super soft, like I said, and it doesn't really overcook. So you can fry this however long you like. Once they're done, you want to remove them, set aside, and carry on with your other pieces of fish fillets. Let's just take a look at how perfect these fish fillets are fried, guys. They look absolutely amazing and I can't wait to dig in. But here you have it, my version of the most delicious, satisfying, and flavorful dinner or lunch idea. This is perfect for your dad on Father's Day. If he's Caribbean or Guyanese, trust me, he's gonna enjoy this one. So give the recipe a try for me and let me know what you guys think. I will leave all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Happy Father's Day in advance, and as always, enjoy